Home is where connections are made, memories are formed, and ideas are born. And no one knows home better than NFM. Thanks for tuning in to I Am Home, the podcast that goes deeper than trends and dives into what it means to make your house a home.
Welcome to I Am Home, the Home Life Best Life podcast. I'm Tyler Wisecup, joined by my co-host who hosts watch parties so comfortable people forget to leave. It's Becca Sudbeck.
Oh, hi, Tyler.
Hi, Becca. And our other co-host, who stays calm even when her guests balance bean dip on her pillow. It's Hilary Waltemath.
Hey, Tyler.
Hi, Hilary. Today, we're getting ready for better watch parties. We're talking, the Olympics. We've got the playoff weekends coming, all that stuff happening this time of year. By focusing on the small furniture in your home that does some real heavy lifting. So if you're looking for simple, flexible add-ons that make your room work the way that people actually watch, sit, snack, and hang out, this is the episode for you. And to help separate the must-haves from the nice-to-haves, we're joined by two extraordinary NFM home life experts, Amy Gottula.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Amy. Hello. And Kelsey Nosal.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back to you both. You're old pros at podcasting with us now. What, up to like 17 appearances?
Actually, 3 and 3, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm 3 and 3. Yeah, this is
Lucky
lucky number 3. Yeah.
Lucky number 3. So thanks for being here. Before we dive in, let me tell you, folks, why we're even doing this podcast. And that's because NFM is more than just your everything home store. We're in the business of improving lifestyles because your home life should be your best life. And you can learn more at nfm.com. So I wonder if we can start by talking about seating, specifically like seating that adapts. Because I think like everyone isn't going to go out and buy new sofas for their watch parties, but you might be interested in getting some seating that's going to help you like have long watch parties, small flexible seating that lets guests shift, turn, perch, or stretch out without rearranging the whole room from, I think like we're talking swivel chairs, ottomans, poofs, benches, that kind of thing that help kind of like maintain clear sight lines and move with the moment. So I'm curious for the group, when it comes to watch parties, are you the type that has like a game plan for seating, or are you just kind of like let people wander in and figure out how to figure it out themselves?
You mean like a seating assignment?
Yeah. Do you get placards, Becca?
Place card. No.
You have to check for your name for the seating chart, find your chair.
Like
yes.
This is where I go.
There's number system everywhere on your like sofas.
That's why no one
chairs.
leaves Becca's. I haven't got instruction to leave.
So comfortable, yeah.
No. I feel like that's more of a like everyone figure it out.
I drag all of the possible accent chairs and ottomans into the living room, like have little like
Extra
chairs
Yep.
and
Yeah.
benches and ottomans in
Yes.
the other room, and I just kind of like throw them all in there as best I can. And then there's a couple like folding chairs make it into the mix because
Same.
those are nice and compact. But it's this mishmash of all of the furniture you could sit on that I've pulled into the living room usually.
Yeah. Well, that's your flexible furniture, the stuff that you can move around so that you have the viewing experience and play.
Yeah.
What about Amy, you?
I'm kind of the same. I will pull a couple different chairs and things just so there's additional seating.
Yeah.
And it depends if people are going to be upstairs, downstairs. Downstairs, we have a big sectional that reclines and people can be a little bit more comfortable. So I do like to try to split it up a little
That's a
bit.
good idea.
And my husband tends to go down, we call it the man cave. So he'll go downstairs and a lot of people will follow, and sit. And then I'm typically upstairs kitchen.
Yeah.
With
the
the
living room
chit-chat.
access.
Yep.
That's how I am too.
Yep.
Like my basement is kind of the lounge area. I've got like bar stools there. I've got a reclining sectional. And then upstairs is where the kitchen's at, all the food. So we do separate. And then unless you're sitting down for a meal, I don't move my chairs around. It's kind of the way it is. Because then I have to put it away.
Yeah.
Fair.
I have to put it back.
That's smart.
Fair.
Yeah, I love that. So from what you're seeing in store with customers, I think building off that, Kelsey, like what kinds of pieces do people gravitate towards when they know that they're having guests over for like a viewing experience like this?
I think swivel chairs are super popular, both in motion, so reclining furniture, but also in stationary. I was walking the floor and kind of looking at what Megan has, but she's got some great opening price point swivels. And if you think you're watching something where you're on the edge of your seat, maybe you fidget a lot, you want to rotate around the room, that kind of a thing. So I think it's really great.
A little self-soothing.
Yes.
Rocking yourself while you're
I've
nervous.
seen coffee tables that will have little stools that fit underneath. So there's some storage you can kind of put away and hide it. Just a little bit, flexible with your space. So
we have it in our living room, which I really like. It was not my idea, but like our sofa table is kind of tall, and underneath there's 3 backless stools that you can
the
pull out.
spectator
Nice.
bar.
Which I really do. I feel like my kids think that that's super fun when I let them come in there and sit on there and sometimes eat stuff. But it's also just a really easy way to add I mean, there's 3 extra stools under there.
And hide the mess kind of, or hide the chaos of it. I love that.
Yeah, our store, we have a couple of storage ottomans, and they're the workhorses of the living room. They're dog toy storage. And then pugs don't lay on the ground. They have to be on some sort of elevated surface. So we share the ottomans with the pugs, but they're great. You can drag it around if you want someone to throw your feet up on, or somebody can sit on, or if your pug needs a perch.
Of course.
Of
course.
The
that has
storage
spot for them too.
That storage ottoman.
Pups want to watch curling. They're into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That rock sliding across the ice. Mesmerizing.
The ice is more mesmerizing than seeing the puck go, because I'm it just looks so glossy and slick. Okay,
are you kidding? And when the person goes with the little scrubby and they're like, dig, Melly, dig. That's the best.
So then it's just this little beautiful ice.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I am focused on the ice scraping, less of the puck following. So you're right. I don't know where to get off.
How dare you?
Amy, I feel like you go and host a lot. When you're hosting long watch parties, do you see, or going to one, do you see seating mistakes that people are making, and kind of what are they doing wrong?
Oh, we want to go there? My big thing is
all of your people and your friends.
I think everyone loves that big furniture, like the Bubbas, because they think it's going to fit all these people. But you have to look at the proportion of your room as well. And sometimes that furniture eats up your room, and that's the only focal point versus anything else. So I do think you need to be a little cognizant of that. And then also what you use your room for. Here at NFM, we have everything under the sun. So if you have kids and you need a little more wear and tear kind of seating, we have that. Or if you're looking for something solution-based, we have that. Or reclining, we have that. So it's really kind of what you're looking for, what you want. But I think that big furniture or putting too much in a room, you have the chest, you have the armoire, you have the TV stand, you have the living room furniture. It tends to just kind of get too clustered. So I like to make sure that there's breadth for people to walk around a coffee table, or, walk in between a chair so they aren't having to bump into someone, or, people are moving all over just to accommodate people walking through. So I think those are probably my big thoughts on that.
Yeah. It's open and it's airy. Yeah. You're not just jamming all your stuff in so people are too comfortable or not comfortable enough. I mean, maybe that's my Freudian slip there. I don't want it to be too comfortable.
Right.
These people are never going to leave my house. We've talked a little bit about swivel chairs being a cheat code for mixed attention events like the Olympics. I wonder if we can dig into that a little bit more. Is it really just people love doing this, the little swivel action, just being able to rock back and forth?
I feel so. It's conversational, so you can kind of rotate around the room. It just kind of makes viewing really nice, but also just kind of entertaining with your friends. It just kind of opens up that conversation and that space. So.
Right. Being able to position ourselves in front of the TV, but then instantly I don't got to grab the whole thing and move over to my little eating area.
Yeah. When you're losing,
spin away. Yeah.
You need a little time out.
Reset. Yes. Love that. We talked a little bit about your ottomans, working as both seat and services, storing dog toys. Are there specific ones? I mean, you like aesthetic, but also like dog drool and stuff on this thing, right? Like, is that something you think about for yours?
How dare you?
No, I
Bruce
would never.
does not drool.
Not Bruce. I would never say Bruce. You have other dogs in the house.
No, that's where I think like color, like your fabric choice is an important consideration. I know I've shared lots of thoughts and feelings about boucle. The ottomans are boucle, and they're like colored, and they are certainly showing use. We do like shampoo them, and they clean up pretty good. But that's one where I maybe didn't know it would be the pug throne. And so when it's time to give those a refresh, I think we'll consider like a fabric that doesn't Velcro to dog hair so much. They are like cleaning up pretty well, but I think if I were to do it again, I'd maybe look at a different color. But it like the texture is like a nice mix because we don't have that like texture elsewhere, and it pairs well with like the leather sofa. But yeah, they're little, so they're easy to just like move around. Like sometimes it's a footstool, sometimes you're setting your plate on it. And like the other times they're just kind of like tucked up against the table. So it's not like they take up a ton of space. It's just such like a little thing that, it's like a little workhorse. It does so much.
Right. If you had to pick like the type of fabric that you would move to today, do you know? Do you have like that listed, or are you still like, I'm not worried about it, it'll happen pretty soon?
Yeah, I think I'm naturally drawn to like fabrics and color choices that aren't probably as pet friendly as they like could be. I like something with a lot of texture, and with that comes stuff getting stuck in the texture. But there are like other like wipeable, like if you went like a leather route that like ages nicely with wear too, like cleans up nicely. I'd probably consider something like that for the next purchase, probably.
Bruce isn't a scratcher. He's not gonna like dig into it.
And some of that I don't mind.
Okay.
You know, like
especially leather.
Yeah. I like things that have like a little wear and tear to them too. And that just like leads to that like collected and curated feeling. If everything feels like brand spanking new, it's to me it like lacks that like charm a little bit. So I'm really not bothered by scratches and dings on furniture. And I think I probably purchase things that like have that wear to it a little bit. So I try not to get too like precious about that.
One thing I want to call out is we are seeing a big emergence of performance fabrics as well. So I don't know, Kelsey, if you have a little bit more on that with the upholstery side of things.
Yeah, I think in stationery, it's really growing. Motion, it's a little bit slower, but there's a lot of options for special order. I know there's some coming to the floor. There currently is for a lot of performance fabrics. So easy, wipeable, family friendly, pet friendly. I mean, you name it. So it's a really great option.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah, we've talked about performance fabrics on the pod a few times, and like they're getting better and better, and there's like more and more choices, and like doesn't look like it should live outside a lot of times now.
Yeah, and I think it's on like larger frames, chairs and sofas, but I can't help but expect to start to see it pop up in like more accenty, performance fabrics on those accenty pieces too. That
You're seeing it on bar stools, on like the fabrications on some of those too, and things like that. So to your point, it'll start growing, I think, more and more.
Yeah, more of it out there. It'll start to be on more products. So,
well, round out seating that adapts. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that would be a good option for people to think about when it comes to seating options in the home? We've talked benches, ottomans, we've got nesting kind of things, we've got swivel chairs. Anything that we haven't hit?
I think the two would maybe be bar stools, and then maybe entertainment chairs, or like if you have a theater room. For bar stools, I think that's a really easy way to add additional seating. Again, you can have swivel, you can have any type of different size, whether you're looking for counter or something a little bit shorter. That's always a nice way to add additional seating and not take up space. You can sometimes take those bar stools and put them in storage, or a lot of time the average person buys 3 or 4 at a time. Those 3 or 4 for their bar or their islands. But I think people tend to eventually buy 1 or 2 extra just for throwing a few more on the island,
Yeah.
or if you are entertaining and just to have some additional seating. So
that's a good point too.
Yeah.
We'll like turn ours around into the room, and then like it's easier for people to see over people because it's at a different height too. So that's a good call to like.
Yeah, sightline's important for setting up the right space as well. So love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, obviously, got to make some love for recliners.
Yeah.
That's how I was going to introduce recliners.
It's like the staple to the man cave, the she shed. I mean, you name it. I have contemporary looking ones. I have, the big Bubba. I have narrower chairs too for that small space. I have swivel recliners. I have ones that lock, which is really cool. Super important as a mom whose kids like to sit in the swivel and go round and round and round.
Sure.
Oh, that's really good.
I didn't know that
really
existed.
Cool. And then cup holders. I mean, that's huge for sporting events.
Somebody wants
to put your beverage.
Less spilled drinks.
And people feel so special when they're in the recliner.
I know.
Let's be honest.
Like that's your throne.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes. You get there early so that you can claim your spot. And then you have to like move in shifts, I think, as a unit if you bring your significant other. So, I'm gonna steal that. Right. Quack quack.
Quack, quack,
seat
back. Yeah, now I know one steals your recliner when you go to get another beverage.
I didn't think about calling. So calling it. So now I've got to add that to my repertoire.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I feel like we've hit seating. I want to talk a little bit about like tables and surfaces, because obviously we've got stuff. It's keeping food and drinks within reach that we're talking about. Coffee table can fill up fast. Suddenly people are like juggling plates. They're standing awkwardly. They're crowded in one spot. So, flexible pieces helping to, lift top coffee tables, nesting tables, sea tables, things like that can help us kind of save the day in this area. So, I'm curious, like some people are like, well, we have a coffee table. We're fine. Like, why would, in our group's opinion, why would we say that's like probably not true? It's relying on the coffee table.
Yeah. The risk of sounding like a real lazy bones. Like it's just a bit too far away sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I have a sea table on my shopping list because those are so nice. You can tuck part of it under the sofa. It's right there next to you. Because like sometimes, if I've got a gap in my day, I'm moving out there to like answer emails or something. And like if you're juggling a lot of things, like just having it closer to you is
so much more convenient. So much more chill.
Yep.
Like,
yes. And the little tables are so cute too. They're so cute.
Love, little accent tables and nesting tables.
Yeah.
I feel like they come in really handy.
Yeah.
They also look cute.
And they're like so artfully designed. It feels like a little, almost like a sculptural little piece. That's
little pedestal,
really fun.
seat table. We have all sorts of variety of little tables.
Yeah.
And such cool, like, either stone or faux stone, like finishes to it too. That just is like an easy way to like add a little like color or different texture into your space too. I'm so obsessed with those. They're on my list.
Yeah. Let's describe them just so people understand, because I think you did a good job. But Kelsey, can you like dig into, or Amy, can we dig into like the sea tables and what
with my finger?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like a half rectangle. A half rectangle
half
that
rectangle.
you can nestle into the arm of your sofa, and it tucks under the sofa, so it's not bulked out, and it's just kind of nicely nestled. So as you're sitting there, you have a nice little space, because everyone can see my hand, a nice spot to
breaking the fourth wall
your,
here.
your beverages,
your plates,
or like an appetizer plate.
Yeah.
So
it's not
It's
large.
a table designed to like nest.
Literally the size of a glass, probably. Sometimes bigger, but
it's like the newer generation of a TV tray.
Yes.
Does anyone's parents still have those? Mine
Oh,
do.
my mom still
They
has the
busted it
TV
out over
trays.
this weekend. I was like, wow, you've had those for a long time.
Yeah, they are nice, but not in my household.
The updated. These tables might work a little bit.
Yes.
The updated TV chairs.
We have those too.
We do have those.
Yes, we do carry TV.
Like every year.
They still, there's a reason we still carry them.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say that.
If someone could add like just one extra surface for the watch party, is it the sea table, or is there anything else that you would add onto the list of options for folks?
Well, we do have freestanding bars as well. So if you don't have a space in your basement or built-in, I know a lot of homes now are doing the built-in bars. We have freestanding ones that look very, very nice that you can use to has the storage. Some have fridge options. They're really great. That I think is another option that, again, if you don't have that space in your basement or even upstairs, you can create those spaces as well with some of the products we have here. That would be probably mine.
I think that's a great one. Is that it? These aren't the like movable ones that we're
They
talking
aren't necessarily movable.
Little...
They're large pieces of furniture, but they are essentially, you can just kind of put it near a wall, against a wall. Some of them are, they have the hutches in the back. So you have that additional storage. They have marble tops. So if you have warm food or cold food, you can put those, or not marble, but whatever. Someone help me out. What the other fabrications are of countertops?
Yes.
Granite.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's just a lot of variety that we have that I think is just a nice option for hosting and sprucing up your house and kind of making that entertainment
can
space.
act as like a serving area or just like a place where people post up.
Yep, exactly.
Their bar, like you said, true intention for sure, but like all of those things can be set up in those areas. I think that's a really good solid
and
call
you can
out.
add more bar stools, so you have more seating with that as well. So it kind of can be a couple different space helpers for you.
All my little like accenty end tables get drug into the room too from the other from the other rooms. Like I have little like nested tables I use as a nightstand in one of the guest rooms, and so I unnest them, and they're like, it's just round up all of the like furniture small enough to fit into the space, and it does work really nicely. All the decor goes away, just like put everything away, clear your spaces.
This is for your wings and your beer.
Yes.
And that's what's important right now.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm glad that you're being that intentional about it.
Yeah. Well, and we usually have to do some touch-ups post-party too. So it's just like best to put it all away before the fun even starts, I don't want people knocking over my little glass sculpture, the little clown that I have. Oh, yes.
You guys have those?
Glass clowns?
Yeah.
I think I put that away with the last big football game, and I don't think I brought it back out.
You didn't bring it back out?
That might be.
They're going to break my little glass clowns.
Yeah. Sleep forever.
Yeah.
Is there, in your experience, like pieces that, like, I think, Hilary, you've listed out some great ones, like pieces that guests are naturally like pulling closer to themselves when they're trying to like mess with their stuff and not have their bean dip on your pillow in their lap? Anything that we haven't listed already?
I don't think so. I think, as far as the storage components and all of that, I think casters. Actually, I think it is nice if you do have furniture with casters on it, because then you can roll it if people are kind of like you were talking about, Hilary, of like, if you're studying, working in your living room for a little bit and you can move your coffee table towards you to put your drinks or your computer or your whatever it may be. Furniture with casters is always super helpful to be able to move around.
Yeah. And a lot of the designs, it's really discreet. It's not like you don't see these like big wheels on the bottom of your furniture, but again, like really thoughtfully designed. They're kind of like concealed. So it doesn't look like you have a rolling table.
And they lock.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm obsessed
You
with
need
that.
the locking.
You need the locking.
Kelsey's very concerned about making sure.
On the locking.
Yes. Solid. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I love that they don't all have, some people like the big wheelie ones. That's part of their vibe. But like, I love that there's options for folks that want a little bit more low price profile.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So.
I think you'd be surprised if you walked around our floor, like how many are on casters, and you wouldn't even know. You'd be surprised to
That's
find
a great call out. Okay. I feel really good about what we've talked about for tables and surfaces, all the different kinds of options that we might have available. Any final thoughts, words on like seating, if we want to go back to that, or any kinds of like areas to post up food and make it comfortable for people during the viewing experience?
The only other thing I can think of that we do is I usually make sure like all of our throw blankets were like give them a fresh wash, and then like have them out and visible for people if they want it to. I know I've been over at like a friend's house and I'm like, oh, I'd really love a blanket, but is it like rude if I just like go help myself to one of their blankets? But like giving them a fresh wash and like throwing them in a basket out in the front of the room is just like a nice little touch that I think helps people make them feel a little bit more more comfortable.
That's so sweet because you're a cold person.
Yeah.
And you need blankets.
Yeah.
And I run hot. I don't think about blankets for people at all. I love that. Okay. Anything else? Thoughts? Okay. Because I have a game that I'm really excited for if we have time. Where we're at with Scott, are we doing good on time? Yes. Thumbs up. Okay. So this is our obscure Olympic event challenge. So the early Olympics were a ride, guys, a wild ride. If you think about hosting a watch party today, think about like hosting a watch party in the 1900s and the different kinds of weird things that they've got. I've got some.
We're sitting on stone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me choose a little seat for you.
Yeah. Well, I've got a list of bizarre Olympic events. Some were real, some were almost real, and some are ones that I made up. So I want you to tell me which ones are real and which were completely made up. Understand the game?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's get started. The first game, potential Olympic game, is called poodle clipping. Poodle clipping.
Do we get
Is this a real?
Like a description?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
can you at least
Can
say
you
what
use it in a
is?
sentence?
Yeah. This is grooming poodles. This was something that it's what it sounds like. They're grooming poodles. That was the description that was proposed at the Olympic Committee. And they're like, okay, I think we can make this happen. Yay or nay?
Nice. It was
Nay.
Grecian.
No.
Gotta go.
That's how the Olympics are.
Nay. Yeah, maybe it's
Nay?
a different dog.
We have
But
some-
you're trying to get us on poodle, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a Greece dog.
You think I'm just technicalitying you for not like just to like
No.
Yes.
do
I
the
think
game
that.
and have it like be weird and silly and like no, I would never do that to
Right,
you.
right,
So you're
right,
saying nay, bunch of nays. I'm getting
False.
nays.
Yeah. No.
Nays.
Nay, nay.
Okay, well, it was not official, but grooming poodles was considered for the Paris Games, but it never made it to the
Oh, okay.
Oh.
In Paris,
Oh, I
I'll
thought
allow
that
it.
you meant way back.
Yeah,
in the
that's
day.
what it's like. It's Greece. Like I don't know
It
if
was
they're
like-
grooming
I think it
poodles.
was-
in
Like,
Greece.
really around?
I think it was an earlier Paris Games. I don't think
Okay.
it was the most
okay,
recent
okay.
iteration. I don't think it was the most recent. I don't have the date on my notes,
the
but I
same.
can find it for you.
You know, I think I'm a fan of a little regionalized specialty sport.
I don't even know that they wanted it to be a sport. I think there was more of a demonstration that they wanted to have because they're like Paris, where poodles. La, la.
Now we all need to Google a Paris groomed poodle.
Right.
Just to
Of
see.
course.
Just
Yeah.
see the
Of
artwork.
course.
The Russian manicure or something.
Okay, so you beat me on the first one. Second one, let's see if you can best me. Live pigeon shooting.
True.
Sweet Jesus. Yes, I believe I should have
Yay.
said that. Sorry. Oh, I got that.
Probably.
Real.
Maybe.
I don't believe they were live. Maybe clay pigeons.
You think they tossed up some dead pigeons?
No.
Already did. Oh, clay.
the disc ones they throw are called
course.
clay
Pretend
pigeons.
these are
Oh,
flying.
of course.
Those are called clay pigeons. I don't know that we would like broadcast the M word.
Of course not.
that
Of
rhymes
course
with
not.
herder. But on television, I'm going clay pigeons.
Look, I didn't make this up. Unfortunately, it's real.
No!
Competitors
I
shot
knew it.
live
Yeah, I'm
pigeons. Over 300 birds were killed. They never repeated it.
Color me
They did it once.
surprised. That
They
one
did it
wasn't
once.
a big
People
hit.
didn't love that. Weird.
It was real. Okay. The next event that I have is tug of furniture. This is
No. Ouch.
Definitely not.
No?
NFL
No.
Olympics.
No.
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 Tug of furniture.
Yeah. Okay.
How does that
never-
work?
Well, they
Should
were.
we try it with this
Like,
table?
they had a sofa, and between the two competitors, they would go on one side, and it's like tug of war, but they inserted a sofa into the mix.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
this is-
have a new team activity idea.
Yeah. Just file that one away for the next team building event.
No, this was inspired by the real tug of war that they did have from 1900 to 1920.
Hmm.
But now, imagine teams dragging couches across the living room instead. So that was you caught me. You got me.
Furniture Olympics.
This was not real. Okay. Next up, rope climbing. Is this a real Olympic event or not?
Real.
Real.
Yeah.
It feels like an old school sport.
Yeah.
I mean, they had it in gym class
Yeah,
for a
gym.
reason.
100%.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got me on that one. You guys are too good. A pure test of upper body strength. No tricks. Just climb as fast and as high as possible.
Do you use your legs?
Rope climb.
Yeah. Can you not use your legs?
Well, I assume you can use your legs, but like,
It's
it's a lot of
mostly-
upper body.
You can't when they do this in gymnastics, you're not allowed to use your legs.
You aren't?
Really?
Oh, to build the upper body.
Oh my
No legs.
goodness. Well, maybe this was,
legs
I'm going to be honest, Becca, I'm not an expert. I made this for the game. We have to go back to
Come on.
research the specifics.
Better
Need
come
the
with facts
details on
next
this.
time.
Of
Yes.
course. Okay. The next that I have is hot air ballooning. Was this a real Olympic game or not?
I'm going
to
to
say
say
yes.
real. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We're thinking yes?
Mhm.
Everyone just group
Sure.
think all the way
Yep.
across?
Yep.
Yeah, this was not official.
Oh.
Balloons, Paris again. Balloons
Oh,
floated during the
buddy.
Paris World Fair alongside the games, but never officially medaled.
Oh.
So yes, they had some balloon action happening, but it wasn't like
Would
a
you race?
competition.
Like, is
I
that
don't know
A
how that
balloon
works.
race?
I feel
Yeah.
like, you
It's,
would.
Yeah.
We do it in my small town. I'm almost embarrassed to say this. We have hot air balloon days, and there are
They're racing them?
yeah, and they race them.
Wow.
It's actually very
That's
cool.
really
How-
cool.
are they fast?
Yeah.
I've been in one before,
I'm
and they actually do go pretty fast.
They top out at
Yeah.
like what, 10,
I
12 miles
couldn't
an
tell
hour?
you the mileage,
Yeah.
but they do
You
go
have
pretty
your
fast.
speedometer up
They always
13.
look like they're like not
Just like
going
going,
fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's cool.
I need a video.
Okay.
Next
yeah.
next time you do it.
I love our small town energy that we bring to the
Oh,
podcast.
it's so
too.
good. I love a small
Yeah.
town.
Okay. Next game. Dueling pistols. Is this a real Olympic sport? Or not? I mean, we killed pigeons, so
I was going to say, was
Should
this
not be.
pre-pigeon?
I
I
feel
feel like
straw.
back in Greece, like when they originated.
what's that?
I said that
You
maybe
take
when they
10
originated.
paces and then
Turn
You
around.
say yay, maybe?
I do. I think it's true.
You think this is a real
Yeah,
one?
there is some like archaic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
we're
I
something.
feel like
where
yeah,
people were-
I'm in it.
Yeah, the Greek games, maybe. That could have been way
The
back
Greek
then.
ones.
I don't think
yeah.
they had those
Yeah.
back then.
They had
Not a
rock
historian.
pistols.
Okay,
I watched the
Just
Flintstones.
slingshot.
Yeah,
Yeah. I watched the Flintstones. So are you saying no? You don't think you think I'm pulling your leg and
I
I'm
hope
getting some
not.
yeses?
Yes.
I don't
I'm
know.
a yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
I'm a
really
yes.
want that to be
Yeah,
true.
I'm saying no. I'm manifesting no.
Not official. Not official. Demonstration
Phew.
only. They had wax bullets,
Yeah.
chest targets, protective gear. It sounds wild, and it was.
It was, yeah.
It was.
Wax bullets?
Yeah,
What
isn't
does that even mean?
isn't that crazy?
Bruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's-
like
gnarly
welts.
bruises.
It gives you a little welt for sure. Okay. Next one that I have: plunge for distance. Is this a real Olympic event?
I need a
Plunge for
description.
distance.
Like diving?
Yeah, it's like diving, but they want you to go down as far as you can.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Do they do that like in
No.
the ocean?
In the
Well, probably
bathtub.
not, 'cause
In
it's
the
not
tub.
real.
In the
It's
bathtub,
not
Hillary.
real. Nobody knows because Tyler made this up.
Never.
Give us more information
You
about it.
Divers would jump in, float face down, and they were judged on how far they drifted underwater for 1 minute. No swimming allowed.
Okay, so
It's all
timed.
diving.
So it's like the pool surely isn't deep enough.
Yeah.
But
Probably the
if you
ocean,
only have
but
a
it's not
minute to
real.
go as deep as you can, maybe that works.
They swim in open water today. You mean you don't think they could have figured that out back then?
I'm gonna say
We didn't have
like
AI.
a demonstration or
Yeah.
something.
Demonstration.
I'm
you think
still
of
a no. I'm
technicality?
still a no,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You
Okay.
think so?
Yeah.
It is real. Yes.
Oh,
Plunge for
got it.
distance. Yes, it
In
was
the
one that they
Summer
did.
Olympics? Winter? What?
Probably summer.
Oh,
Probably
ice.
summer. I
Yeah,
don't
you have to
have
break
those
through the
details
ice
on
and
my
then-
sheet.
Fun.
I've done enough research
We have a lot
for
of
these
Googling.
additional
I know.
questions.
There's a lot of homework after
Yeah,
this episode.
I
We have a
know.
lot to unpack, guys. There
I
may need to be
know.
another
Yeah, Tyler,
podcast.
we come blissfully unaware. You come fully prepared as
Of
the
course.
expert.
Of course.
okay?
I need to know everything on all Olympic sports. You're right. Next time, I promise.
You got a couple more years.
Yes,
Yep.
of course. Okay. The last event, Ottoman hurdles.
Excuse me?
Ottoman hurdles.
Ottoman?
Okay. That's definitely what he's saying. No, absolutely
No,
not.
no.
It's like furniture.
NFM
I love
Olympics.
that
Yeah,
you're
I
giving,
mean,
like,
that
an
makes
accent
sense.
also.
That's a safety close call, though. So really,
That'll throw him off.
No, he's definitely saying Ottoman, but he's giving it an accent.
Ottoman.
Oh, you got me. That's fake.
Weird.
Almost had us.
Believable in a modern watch party Olympics. So I could see you doing this in your homes.
For furniture Olympics.
Yes.
Tug of sofa and ottoman hurdles.
Of course. All right. Well, that's the game. Thanks for playing. And that's it for the episode. Any final thoughts, considerations, things that you're excited for the upcoming sports balls, activities, things happening around the world?
Foods. I
Food.
just love the foods.
Yeah.
Except for
Focus on the foods.
Yeah.
You can figure out where you're sitting.
You weren't a part of our potluck episode, but we're going to be talking all the foods here pretty soon.
It's a potluck.
But thank you for talking about the furniture.
Yes,
this is important stuff. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and send us your hosting questions at nfm.com/podcast. Until next time, here's to making your home life one story at a time, even on game day.
Thanks for joining us today for I Am Home with Tyler Weisskopf, Hilary Waltemath, and Becca Sudbeck. No one knows home quite like NFM. So if you'd like more information on home design at NFM, please check out nfm.com and leave us a review on the podcast platform of your choice.